Hey, what is going on, Twintendo Nation? Hope you're having an awesome day. Yesterday we got a Nintendo Direct, and this revealed some new Animal Crossing New Horizons gameplay. This kind of recaps a bit of the first gameplay trailer we got back at E3, but there are quite a few new things to talk about. So if you do enjoy today's video, of course a like on the video is super appreciated, helps out more than you can know, and if you want to stay up to date with everything Animal Crossing New Horizons, you're in the right place. Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. So, starting us off is basically we get to see the airplane for the first time that takes us to the island. This is Dodo Airlines, and that is the company that obviously flies us to this island. Whether it's actually going to be a dodo as a pilot, I think a lot of people would like to see that, but that's pretty interesting. So we finally get to see what that looks like, and then we get to see some villagers and being introduced to the island. So we get to see Bill and Tammy, and they can basically see, you can see them leading us to the main plaza of the, I say the main plaza, basically the plaza that's in construction by Tom Nook. I think that's to say the least, but you can see that they're kind of running up towards the plaza and we're following them, and then we can see Tom Nook, Timmy and Tommy introducing us next to Bill and Tammy. So it looks like we're going to start off with at least two neighbours. It's probably just going to be us and two neighbours just starting off on this island, very similar to how, you know, Animal Crossing starts. You just start off with a few neighbours in your town, and then it grows and grows. So then we get to see a few other things, like it recaps, you know, like how to gather materials and make axes, and, you know, all this equipment you'll be using. And obviously we don't really know too much about Animal Crossing New Horizons. What I found pretty interesting is that they've still barely shown anything. They even mentioned this at the end of the Direct trailer. They basically said, you know, this is just the start of, you know, Animal Crossing New Horizons. You've basically not seen much, and I was actually saying that while watching it, like, they've really not shown much, which is quite good, because obviously this game is going to surprise a lot of people. People are just kind of thinking, oh, it's just like a desert island kind of game. You have a tent, there's some villages, it's going to be nice, but there's going to be so much stuff we can craft, and so many things that we just have not seen yet. I'm really excited for that. But yeah, as I mentioned, it kind of just recaps over, like, you know, placing furniture inside and outside, but at least we get to see a male villager character this time. I think the whole trailer last time focused on a female villager, so this is quite nice to see, just a, you know, variety, and see what, like, the character models look like in a bit more detail. Now, what's interesting in New Horizons is that weeds actually have a purpose. So you can sell weeds to Timmy, and at this point he offers 150 bells. I'm really hoping that's not 150 weeds. Like, if they're worth 1 bell each, that's not very good. Hopefully, you know, that we can make a bit of cash that way at the start of the game by just, you know, de-weeding the town. And you also get a Nook Miles thing called Weed Eater, which, you know, these are kind of like things you can claim and get rewards for, and I guess like stamp along the way. It looks like certain Nook Miles have different objectives that you can get throughout, you know, like you'll have to work towards these objectives even more, because they have like different like things where you stamp down onto them. So the Weed Eater one seemed to have like 5 different stamp places, so it looks like we're going to have to pick up a lot of weeds to get that one finished. But we get to see a bit of a female villager just kind of going around in springtime making a flower headdress, I want to call it. But yeah, we get to see a bit of gameplay in the rain with the leaf umbrella. Then we get to see a bit more of the pole vaulting action over the river. I'm assuming we can build bridges. But yeah, it's just kind of, like I said, a lot of recap stuff. They can dig up the tree. This is more confirmation. We kind of saw this happen in the first trailer, but no confirmation. But what you can do is dig up the tree, and then they walk into this flower patch, which looks really nice, and then you just plant the apple tree back down. It's so good. This is a feature that I didn't even really think about. And also, we can see the villager in the background sitting down. You can actually see the movement of him sitting down. I cannot remember for the life of me who that villager is. I'm going to have a look later. Obviously, you guys will correct me. But there are some villagers. One of my favourites is in this trailer, Rolled the Penguin. Absolutely love Rolled. And this bit with the wind, there's a bit when you can just see one of the new weather effects is the wind. It looks incredible. There's the night sky with a shooting star that looks equally incredible. Those were like 2 of my favourite shots. There's Rolled, my favourite. And we get to see some autumn time, and it's interesting. We see one of the villagers actually holding out a book and just kind of like reading through it. So we actually see this later with one of the playable villagers in the multiplayer footage, that one of the villagers has a book out. I have no idea if this is for show or you can actually do something with that. But then it just goes on to recap local multiplayer, and it mentions at the bottom additional games are required. I don't think that should be how it is for local multiplayer. I was just assuming if you have 4 different, you know, playable characters on the island, you can do 4 players. So hopefully you don't need all these additional games. But yeah, it goes on to multiplayer. You can see the guy on the right reading a book next to the apple tree, which is pretty interesting. And then they go on to show the camera mode, which I'm really looking forward to this. We had this in Animal Crossing City Folk, or Let's Go to the City, and it was just very terrible, the camera mode, because it would screenshot everything, including like the little see-through or transparent menu. This looks so much better. I am so ready for this. So it goes to show a bit more gameplay, just doing your normal stuff, you know, getting money out the rock, digging up fossils. And autumn just looks so nice in this. I think autumn's my favourite season that we've seen so far. We also get to see a bit of winter time, and you can see actually some of the door decorations. They had a snowflake, they had some flowers on. Get to see some more villagers like Rosie and Angus. And then we can actually see something interesting here. When you're building paths, you can actually erase part of it to curve it. We get to see a bit of the fishing bait, because that was kind of hinted at with the clams. We don't know really what that does. It seems to just attract fish, like, you know, we all thought it would. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the Animal Crossing New Horizons second trailer. Again, it's very similar to what we saw last time, but I'm very, you know, just very excited for this game. I feel like there is so much we don't know about. There's going to be so many, like, it looks quite basic in terms of what we can build, you know, just out of wood and stuff, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of shops and, you know, city aspects to this game that a lot of people aren't really expecting, because it just looks like, you know, like island lifestyle. I think, you know, there's going to be a lot of buildings. We'll be able to make town projects similar to, you know, obviously Animal Crossing New Leaf. And Isabelle will be coming back. We do know that. We've still not seen her. I do expect we'll probably get some Animal Crossing footage at least December or January. That's probably when we might just get an Animal Crossing Direct. It really wouldn't surprise me. So guys, let me know in the comments what you thought of the latest Animal Crossing New Horizons trailer. As I said, it is a bit similar to the first one, but we did get a few nice little screenshots of, footage of some new aspects to the game. I will be making a separate video on 5 different features that I did notice. One of the things I will mention now is if you go back to the first footage, and as in the first one that we saw in E3, the ground looks very different in that it was like no grass pattern or very little of it. They've actually added the, you know, traditional Animal Crossing triangle circular grass pattern back, because some fans were requesting it. I completely agree with that. So it's nice to see they, you know, listen to fans, and I think that is very interesting. But like I said, I will mention that in tomorrow's video. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit the like button down below, and if you want to stay up to date with everything Animal Crossing, you're in the right place. As I said, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you on the next video.